Okay, today we're tackling something that is absolutely critical, but so often gets pushed aside during a divorce: your money. It's obviously a hugely emotional time, but the financial decisions you're forced to make right at the beginning, they can literally define the rest of your life.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Of course, you're thinking about your heart. But for a moment, you have to think of your divorce as one of the biggest, if not the biggest, financial transaction of your entire life. Seeing it that way is the very first step to protecting yourself.
So, let's talk about this financial blind spot. This is that dangerous gray area where otherwise smart, fair-minded people make catastrophic financial mistakes. Mistakes that can take decades to recover from, if ever.
And here's the problem. In those first few weeks, maybe even months after a separation, every decision comes from a place of raw emotion. Grief, anger, exhaustion, or just that overwhelming desire to say, I just want this to be over. And that, right there, is an incredibly vulnerable time to be making permanent choices about your money.
You know, it's almost like there are two divorces happening at once. On one side, you have the emotional divorce, which is all about survival. It's what makes you want to sign a piece of paper just to make the pain stop. But then there's the financial divorce. And that side has to be about data and analysis and what your life is going to look like 5, 10, 20 years from now.
And let's be really clear about something. This isn't about being tricky or unfair, it's about being informed. The simple fact is, the person who has done their homework, who actually understands the numbers, the assets, the debts, they walk into that negotiation with all the power. Because in this situation, knowledge is absolutely leverage.
So that brings us to the solution. The antidote to making emotional, uninformed decisions. We're talking about a plan. A plan that acts as your first and best line of defense.
And we call this a financial clarity plan. Think of it as your own personal, detailed map of your entire financial world. But look at the timing here. This is so important. It's built before things get heated, before the lawyers really dig in. You have to build your playbook before the game actually starts.
And just to be crystal clear, this is not some legal document you file with the court. Nope, this is for you. It's your private, strategic guide that helps you understand what you truly have, what you're going to need, and what a genuinely fair deal looks like in the long run.
Okay, so what's actually in this plan? What does it look like? Well, we can break it down into 4 pillars. 4 things that are going to be the foundation for everything that comes next.
First, a complete inventory of every single thing you own and owe. You'd be amazed what gets forgotten. Second, what is your life actually going to cost after this? Not a guess, a real budget. Third, and this is a big one, the tax consequences of every single asset. And fourth, what's your long-term picture? What does retirement look like based on different settlement scenarios? Let me show you a classic example of why this is so critical. You look at these 2 accounts. Both have $500,000 in them. On the surface, they look exactly the same. So you might say, okay, you take the retirement account, I'll take the brokerage account. Seems totally fair, a 50-50 split, right? Wrong. They are not even close to equal. That retirement account is filled with pre-tax money. The second you want to touch any of it, you're going to get hit with a massive income tax bill that could wipe out 20, 30, maybe even 40% of its value. That brokerage account, that's after-tax money. This one little detail, this oversight, could be a $100,000 mistake or more. And that's the whole point. The second you stop saying, this feels fair, and start saying, these are the numbers, your entire approach to the negotiation changes. You can advocate for yourself with cold, hard facts, not just gut feelings.
So who on earth helps you build this? Well, this is where you need a different kind of expert on your team. An expert whose job is totally different from your lawyers, but just as important.
You have to understand this difference. Your divorce lawyer, their job is to fight for your legal rights within the confines of the law. But a specialized financial advisor, their job is to fight for your financial future. They're modeling what your life is actually going to look like. They have 2 very different but equally vital missions.
A specialist, like a certified divorce financial analyst, a CDFA, they bring a totally unique skill set to the table. They help you understand what you actually have. They model what different settlements will look like 10 years from now. And they help you steer clear of those deals that look good on paper today, but will absolutely blow up in your face down the road.
Okay, I really want to drive this final point home because there's a real sense of urgency here. The financial decisions you make in a divorce, they're not temporary. For the most part, you can't take them back.
Just think about it. You sign the final agreement, you move on. And then a year later, you have that sinking feeling. You realize you've made a terrible mistake. Can you just go back and fix it?
The sobering truth is no, you can't.
While some things like child support can sometimes be modified, how you divide the big stuff, the house, the retirement accounts, the business, that is almost always permanent and final. There are no do-overs.
And that means this short window of time, from the moment you decide to separate until the ink is dry on that final agreement, that is the most critical financial period of the whole process. Everything is on the line right then and there.
So, if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. Before you sign anything, before you even agree to anything verbally, your first, most powerful move is to get this financial clarity plan done.
So here's your action plan. Simple as that. Know your numbers, model your future, understand the hidden taxes, run all the different scenarios, then and only then are you actually ready to negotiate.
And I'll leave you with this question to think about. Look, divorce involves grief. There's no way around it. But are you going to let that grief make financial decisions that will impact you for the next 10, 20, or 30 years? You can let emotion drive, or you can take the wheel yourself, armed with clarity and with data. The choice is yours.